President Trump is circling the wagons around his national security team as Democrats call for resignation.
The fallout from the use of a text messaging app to discuss attacks on Yemen continues today on Capitol Hill. Doug Zader joining us live from Washington with the latest on this controversy. Doug, good morning.
Good morning. And the National Security Advisor, Brooke and Bob, has taken responsibility for having put together this big text group, or actually relatively small text group, I guess, that was discussing this attack on Yemen. At this point, it does not look like any heads are going to roll. The controversy over the use of the text messaging app Signal has followed the Secretary of Defense all the way to Hawaii.
Nobody's texting more plans. I know exactly what I'm doing, exactly what we're directing.
But National Security Advisor Michael Waltz, who assembled the text group in the first place, struggled to explain how the editor of The Atlantic, Jeffrey Goldberg, was added as a participant.
You got somebody else's number on someone else's contact, so of course I didn't see this loser in the group.
Did you participate in the group chat with Secretary of Defense and other Trump senior officials discussing the Yemen war plans?
Senator, I don't want to get into the specifics.
Ma'am, were you on? You're not going to be willing to address it?
At a Senate Intelligence Committee hearing yesterday, Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard sparred with Democrats, saying the chat did not include classified information. But a number of Democrats have suggested resignations are in order.
If I had done this as a junior officer, I would have absolutely marched myself into my colonel's office and resigned on the spot.
President Trump, though, says he is standing behind his team, and he is not looking for resignations, saying his national security advisor shouldn't apologize.
No, I don't think he should apologize. I think he's doing his best.
Okay, now we saw that pretty explosive Senate committee hearing yesterday on involving U.S. intelligence officials. We're going to see a House hearing on this today in a couple of hours, and it is likely to get very heated. Brooke and Bob.
So if the Democrats still want to continue to investigate this and go down this road, Doug, do they need the help of Republicans to continue it forward, to have, let's say, committee hearings on this and to investigate this even further, or could they go at this alone?
You know, their congressional levers are pretty limited because they don't control the House or the Senate. So as far as launching investigations, they may have to do that kind of thing on their own. And of course, central to this are some of those text messages. We've seen some of them. Some of them, though, have not been released, and there is still this question of whether there was classified information in there.
Wonder if we'll ever see the rest of those text messages. All right, Doug Zader, live for us in Washington. We appreciate it, Doug. Thank you.
Thank you.
So the Atlantic magazine is releasing texts from a Signal chat about U.S. military strikes. The White House faces growing pressure as lawmakers react to the now escalating fallout. The new messages include target coordinates, weapon types, and timing for strikes in Yemen. National Security Advisor Mike Waltz says he mistakenly added Atlantic editor Jeffrey Goldberg to that chat group. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth denies war plans were texted, despite what the messages show. About half an hour ago, the Director of National Intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard, told a House panel that no classified information was shared in that group chat. She emphasized that the discussions were lawful and did not compromise national security.
The Signal message app comes pre-installed on government devices. Ideally, these conversations occur in person. However, at times, fast-moving coordination of an unclassified nature is necessary, where in-person conversation is not an option. The most important thing to the American people and to all of us is the success of this military operation against terrorists who have been and continue to attack American service members was extremely successful.
In the meantime, Trump says he will not ask Waltz to apologize or step down. Democrats say that is a double standard.